Okay, mate, 3 pretty good shots there. Distance-wise, I think it was 172, 174, and then around 170 on that one. Talk about contact to me.
Yeah, I mean, contact is key, yeah? So I think before players, especially beginners, worry about, oh, it didn't go straight. It's like, well, it's gone 4 yards in front of you. Let's get it struck well in terms of where on the club face, where the low point is, and then we can talk about direction after that. Contact, hitting the ball a relative, a good distance before you worry about direction, really important for consistency, not just for the new golfers, but also knowing how far your shot's going to carry as a better player.
Yeah, so 3 fundamentals of golf. We have impact, speed, and control. So impact is how we strike the golf ball. And impact affects our speed and also direction. So without a doubt, it's so important that we nail down our impact, right? When looking at that impact, carry distance is a great metric to use on a sim or when you're out practicing by yourself to get a good idea of how that impact is, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we're in quite a high-tech place here with a few data points, but if you're just down at your local range, there's going to be some ball data you like to think. So if you're just using, let's say, carry, you might not know how efficient it is to strike, but you'll see the range you're hitting the ball. Now, a lot of players, I ask them, so how far does your 7-iron go? And you typically get a single number, 150, 160. Yeah. But that's, that's just a number you picked out. It might not even be the average. If it is, it's the top end of the average. Correct. For most players. It's better to have like a range. Ego average. It's better to have a range from, okay, I said 150, but it's actually 140 to 148, and I've done 150 once. For sure. Or I measured the total distance, not the carry. We get that a lot. So knowing the range of your shots not only makes it great for club selection. So if I've got, let's say my 7-iron's 170, which yours was there, your last one was a bit short of that. If you've got a carry over a bunker, or you want to land it on a part of a green and that's 165, right, you should clear that, but 2 times out of 10 you might not. So do you need to take more clubs to guarantee you get the right distance if it's safe at the back of the green? Yeah.
A couple of things to note here is if you look at nearly any golf course, the majority of the bunkers are going to be in line or short of the green. Very rarely, unless it's for visual purposes, are the bunkers going to be long of the green. And that's because the average golfer mishits the golf ball far more than they think. Even professionals mishit it slightly, really about 4 out of 10 times. And from that, you can lose up to 10 yards. So we can even see that last shot that I hit, I've got an 8-iron here, went about 162 yards on the carry. So carry distance 172 was a good strike, 174 was a good strike with my 8-iron here, and then 161. And I only just mishit it, just mishit it.
Yeah, and even that, okay, that's probably going to be your worst one out of maybe 5 or 10 that you might hit, but it can happen. Yeah. So your range there might be a 165 to 175. Yeah. Rather than just that individual. So average is 170, but that last shot's brought that down a fair bit.
Yeah. At the pub though, it's 180. Yeah. At the pub. So figuring out your average of your golf clubs is super important, because what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to have confidence behind your club selection when you're standing in the middle of the fairway, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So here's a challenge for you then. You've got 3 shots. Give me a 10-yard range front to back. What are you picking?
I'm going to feel that if I'm not going 100%, I'm going to look to get 3 shots within 160 and 170. So therefore, if I'm hitting into a green, let's say the pin was 165, I'm almost, if I max this out, going to go 5 yards past the green.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so 3 shots between 160 and 170. So I took a little bit off that. Let's see how that lands. I think that was 160 on the wet button.
Spot on. A 159.9, we'll give you that. Downwind.
Slightly out. Okay, add a little bit more to it.
And again, that might be the short right bunker you talked about on the golf course. Oh, he's in the zone now, good shot.
Yeah. So a little bit to the right, but landed at 163.
2 for 2.
2 for 2. Let's see if I can go 3 for 3.
Yeah, that's that.
Okay, might need to sit just a whisker. Too far. So that was 173. So, and look, I played golf my whole life, have a pretty good understanding of how far my golf clubs go, but that little gamification exercise, just trying to land 3 within a certain window, is just a great way to improve your overall skill and capabilities.
Yeah, and we might make that 5 yards for a better player, and a certain amount of shots. We might say, rather than 3 shots with the same club, 1 shot, 1 shot, 1 shot, mix the clubs up a little bit just to make it more realistic on the golf course.
Yeah, so impact, most important fundamental in golf. Great way to work on it is figure out the carry distance of your golf club. See if you can do that consistently more often than not and watch your scores drop.
Thanks for watching this video. YouTube thinks that you would benefit from watching this one next. So click that card and it could be the tip that you need to take your game to the next level. I'll see you next time.